Ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim, today is October 3rd, 2024. October 3rd, 2024. Guys, listen, quick points now because I can't talk again. Like I reminding people there about the fact that we don't call for a rerun elections and we stand on we rerun elections because it's unfortunate every day more revelations they come out for tell we for say we get an election with the result 30 day nobody know that win the election day. Even though the APC don't present their own RRF forms them. 71% ratio say Dr. Samura Kamara get 57.15% of the votes. But today, even the American ambassadors, they said it's grace. But this guy, they pass up and down with say an American, they can with the Madabio, illegal government, they can seek MCC funding, whatever their interest, God knows. But we know say democracy is the power of the people for the people and by the people. And at the one great means stand there with the people and they get forget the opportunity for elect who that they want for govern them. Nobody will not allow no system in Africa, na Sierra Leone particularly, where two, three people they gather and feel say then go able for make decisions on behalf of the people. Then say the people and vote no matter, I will not agree. But at least it's for me before I even talk on that deep. Do you anybody will get Tyson Conte number? I would really like for establish connection with Tyson Conte. Tyson Conte now we brother where they do them documentary them na BBC. We recently you know all know say share with we some of we sister them the terrible situation. Now listen to this. Just for good a reminder.
My name is Tyson Conte. I am a filmmaker from the city of Makeni in Sierra Leone. Makeni is about 3 hours drive from the capital city, Freetown. Sex workers are people of the lowest class in society. But after listening to their stories, I had a change of mind because I found out that there are humans in those schemes that people consider attacking.
So this is Tyson Conte. I just want to remind everybody so I'm gonna know that he talk about. Yeah. I think say he's been doing a phenomenal work. And I don't know what's kind of other project. I don't know what projects they currently work on, but I know say he always get something where they work on. But there are a lot of issues then we will need for make sure say get out there in the world, let people be aware because it's all about raising awareness on some of the societal issues what we get. Because we all are human beings and we all know say we care about we brothers and sisters them back home in Sierra Leone, especially victims to sex trafficking, human trafficking, all that kind of stuff. Then so it is a big deal, and we have to make sure we resolve these issues. So Malik Tyson Conte them can play a very pivotal role in our society for make sure they point out some of these issues. So that the one right. Dear brother Tyson Conte, this is my phone number. If you call me unable to answer at that moment, please just leave me a short message saying this is Tyson Conte. Yeah. My phone number is +1 240 413 6926. Dear my brother, thank you for again for what you've been doing. We continue for push out the messages than this so the people of Sierra Leone will be aware. And one day, we will get for tackle those problems in our society. The other thing I want to talk about is Thomas Dixon. It don't take me a while where I can really want to talk about him. But who is Thomas Dixon, right? It's a very prolific journalist. I don't really observe him at the type of study him because the reason being, well, like today we see inside Sierra Leone the journalism profession, they don't reduce these people to nothing, right? But people like Thomas Dixon stand out in the crowd. I mean, he has been very, vociferous when it comes to certain the issues them where they affect we country. We see him how is one of the only man we go after take from how you call this useless chief minister who don't go now before this other one come. Uh, David Francis, now the first man we call out David Francis, in nonsense and foolishness, and I think say, na man way it worth the time. I see the way they handle certain issues them, and it inside the country. So no journalist not gonna make an excuse for say, you know, excuse me. Well, because they ostracize within the between, now this make we're not going before. When I listen to Thomas Dixon, now guy this way, they don't tell where they go after these guys, and I think they deserve with time.
See, it's very sad that he's naming people like the chief minister, somebody who did the GTT report that was maligned with tribal ranting, regional. people's names and their tribe were put in that report. That was very pejorative, that particular report. And then you said you are peace expert. It is as a result of names and regions that people were killed in Rwanda. And as a peace expert, this man should know that in a public document, you don't begin to put people's names and their tribes and their regions. And this man who told us that he was lecturing at Bradford University, Peace and Conflict. And this same man was captured in a video telling people that there will be an agricultural a project from government to plant trees. And only SLP people who send this, we are coming to the party office to gather names of women that will be planting the trees. That is nepotism. It is nepotism at the highest level. And then you are saying this man is a peace expert. It is this man who at the Bintumani 3 said that the Bintumani 3 is not a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Yes, it is not a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, but it's a Truth and Reconciliation Forum. You cannot talk peace without speaking the truth. That was why when Basita Michael spoke out, truthfully and honestly and sincerely, the likes of Chief Minister and his boys were all over the place condemning the woman. I know by the time I leave the studio, there will be Chief Minister and his boys, the boys of the government condemning me. I'm used to that. I'm thick skinned. I was condemned by the last system.
You're a journalist.
Yes, I'm used to that. So it is terrible. So you cannot call this man a peace. He's a peace and conflict expert by name and by degree, and not by action. And the reason for education is for you to put it in action and change society.
But this is Thomas Dixon. I go way back for the archive because I get all my information where any video we man pull at the puta keeper. So, but this is the guy, we don't stand out. So no journalist in Sierra Leone, because they like today, I think what you will lack in Sierra Leone education, journalist education. I think say people like Thomas Dixon maybe for organize like a forum, where if you're ready for duty like then we came for Ghana funds from the diaspora to support her. Let bring journalists and come together, because if you look at what's in the happening, when you check the 98.1s, the AYVs, even the SLBCs, these journalists in Sierra Leone, except for somebody like they don't really ever get a position on a particular issue. When you take, for example, you go see journalists and tell you say, hey, well, you go for take 10 talk. What to make you say so? Instead of, these guys have never had a position. For example, as a journalist, they kill people in a McKinney because they protest for generator. Go yeri journalist them. Wouldn't they analyze these issues? Then take the front for say, what in? This is wrong. This is uncalled for. This is totally and absolutely, we should condemn this as journalists in this country. Not for just bring people and come for interview. They can't interview. Oh, what you got for say about these journalists don't get a position. So they're not going to tell me, say, Thomas Dixon, not to face any kinds of threats and this and that and all of that, but it stand the test of times. So they like today, we see all the journalists, they are cheap. Then they buy them. They don't get no position on issues, on views, where you go save and buy them, come and registered in dismay and disappointment. Personally, as journalists, they watch them all, what do they do? All day they call people for kind interview. Now make another go and they take interviews with some of these journalists because they're not worth that time there. Because then they go in and begin questioning some kind of way where you have to warm self. Because what do you think where they can question me, say, what do I think about how they go kill people in the McKinney? What did you thought as a journalist? The corruption of the country like today. I had to talk about the office of the president. You want to see journalists get mind and the issue, they one-on-one and say, as a journalist, it is my responsibility for law conduct investigative journalism now. Law watch and see what thing they happen. Me as a journalist. Not one day you read and see them. Sit today we talk about the office of the president, then take a position, say inside the office of the president, if somebody they forge receipts, double dipping and potential money laundering, it stops with the president. You want a journalist and get man talk there with it. The only person will stand out and say a little Thomas Dixon. I don't say I don't want to talk about because how the story I say, watch. I don't can talk about this guy just not and go target him. But now 5 years I don't go, so this guy still a talk. But I remember my most recent video too, no so. We talk about Marabio in thievery. Where they travel, the amount of time we break and down. And also remember that recent video we do recently. So these are the things we talk about. So no journalist not necessarily we get a position other than Thomas Dixon. Where they hold a position on where it express in your position on certain issues. You're in point of view. Watch them. When I go to AYV, go to Identity now, they're picking in a Liberty TV. Oh, they don't get position on issues. Only then see they can interview people. Instead of them take a round table panel as journalists, them talk about the issues and express and teach people. Let people understand what actually happened. They say, I see them call what they say. What they say, they go to Liberty TV. Yeah, yeah, you be brother or brother. Say, bro, I would not sit with those. I would not give them. They're not worth that credence. They're not worth it. I will not give them that time. They're not worth that journalism stripe yet. Where they're all just the product of the terrible system we don't get over the years. Just for call people and for can interview them. They never hold a position. Talk to me about the inflationary rates in the country. One day you read it and take a position. I say, hey, but what do you think about the gas so expensive so now? They never ever come a journalist and say, you know what? This way they happen in our country, the suffering, the pains of our people. Let them come on a tweet, go talk to people, them can't tell people a story. Go do investigative journalism. Go to Mile 91, Tombo, Lonzar. Go check with the people, them, the victims, them. We lost their family and the loved ones, them, during these days of these SL people, they kill them. They know they take that position there as journalists. Now I make them professional, get one respect. But the only person where they stand out is not Thomas Dixon. Anyways, Lara Tilopias and Mr. Momo, the Auditor General there. I know say we don't hear that thing they again as much. But we know say Salon Delegate today is a disgrace. If you get serious opposition, the Abdul Kagbos, the AKKs, if they run the mouth to talk Baku nonsense, let them get out of parliament first now one. But if they gotta be serious for giving democracy, if they are serious for maintain and uphold our institutions in a democracy, because again, like we come recruit, can say, what we need in Africa and strong institutions, not so strong leadership. From what Barack Obama say, we come recruit be like for the mentioner. We don't need strong man there. Now strong institutions that we need. So all the institutions that don't die in the country, we have the Kagbo, we AKK, we all the other members of parliament them. They all Nadokunu. Useless bunch of idiots. But this is the product we don't get. We'll get a society where every leader won't forget people where they can worship them. So they don't want people that we competent. They look for inept people, people that will not qualify, people that will just say yes sir continually. That is what they look for. You see, I'm delicate today under the SLPP and the APC. You see, I'm the same thing. American is Chroma sideline. All the people that we go stand up to her. They bring people away like the useless Cheriko could we go put that parliament. And all these crops of parliamentarian, all man get segmentation. All man get within the worship, not the executive. Minkailu Mumu and Sariga and members of parliament, like our brother main man, the outliner. You know, all of these are the issues we'll get in our society. Lara Telopias was the last institution standing. Then see, don't say a fall like I fall so. Continue for give you bad name, reputation. We cash box to talk about confidence in the system. All anything and day over the years with express and confidence. What's that confidence? Not dynamic. They like today, prostitution is on the rise, kush is on the rise, because real, authentic investors them. No, they come now, Konski. What they go Canada portfolio, fly by night investors, like go get the Suma group, the Nalunge, that they want to go come, corrupt individuals them, where they thrive inside corruption, like a org them. Now outside Poto, they go mix. You know, one clean place at all. That is what we have. So they like today, Lara Telopias and Momo, they are doing I believe they get international job them. Yeah, they do well. You don't need we look Momo from England, not today where they do the interview the last time. They don't need Sierra Leone. But they don't damage your reputation as Sierra Leone for fair auditor general just because if they're about for report on a $250 million timber sale. Don't forget all anything and they. We might have you get exclusive rights to Babadi Kamara for export timber alone. Exclusive rights to the exportation of timber out of Sierra Leone. We then say them miscalculate where the Africa Express point them out, say come up to about 5 billion, and they say, oh, we don't change them from metrics to ton, the imperial system. It come back to still $250 million. Still, Babadi build Bow, that stadium we built in a Bow, because I am Arab shape, direct. The the hood them around the north. You look at the deforestation, where they go on at the country, they like it today, across the north and the northwestern parts of the country, breeze they blow heavy. If the rain come, flood in the day because they take away for holy water, not they again. They don't cut all the trees, then don't. People are hosting, the roof and the fly, they host them first not better, but not the T block there, touch building them. So we see every breeze sky blow the all because we think to tick them again. Now the villages and towns them, they tick them way for protect them, the trees their way for protect them. They're not there again. This is the problem we'll get. I'm going to teach them why Pepe. By the way, so my brother don't be teach me how for say Pankuranko, Kono, Agolanam. So I go learn them, I go begin talk them, all the various tribes and languages them. So because now everybody, the EJP party is for everybody, every Sierra Leone, we don't get sense. Regardless of your tribe, your region, your political party affiliation. Yes, the EJP, therefore, Equal Justice Party, now I can say the party, it means so much to we all at a time where we need for safe democracy. Now I cannot go change them, I not go make coalition with any other political party. Na EJP will keep them, will defend with leader, will defend somebody who can be with flag bearer. Anybody who put na the EJP, they win the elections. So we know say that day the party is sacred to we, because at a time like this, when they go vote now, we don't know, say we don't trust APC, we don't trust SLPP. APC they win election and say no, we don't move on, don't wait for the next one, because they don't go tie bagging against we. They don't respect we the people. They like it, they look at what they happen. So that means the EJP is a sacred political party. I want to all I'm dear to on a heart. If they can pull APC, SLPP, we wipe the system complete clean. We start all over again. Let the people get the right. What you deserve, you forget in life. Salon to poor country. When they talk about just the iron ore na Tonkolili. Just the iron ore na Tonkolili. I don't call no other side. The iron ore deposit will get that Tonkolili. If we give we about $27 billion every year. Hey, bo, salon people and for gentry, bo. Waiting a light, waiting for be water, waiting for be road, waiting for be good schools, waiting for be good food. They look at the people and they hungry. Then got the fly car America how they want. They say they win elections, say no one time. Salon people, these are the problems we'll get. So now we could register with EJP party, but we deal with Dr. Samura Kamara. We'll not forget to. Till December, we deal with Dr. Samura Kamara. Ebo, till December, that 1 year, 6 months. We know so we hear something. We see ECOWAS, Gambia, and they can't talk about that Gambia business day. The coming of ECOWAS, and they can't talk about that. Now they see it don't delay because they defect they defect the system for let ECOWAS not deploy all the troops already for deploy. I think say I don't understand and study the program small, and they can make me analysis today back for now, because we can do the watch. We have to be strategic. So therefore be very careful. Saturday they talk and they can give a perspective. Let me understand. Waiting me feel say na him with the brainstorm we put on. But delicately, Lara Telopias, they are then destroy we country. The last institution will be left for Timap. But they don't finish the ECSL, the electoral system. They don't nyaka parliament, they don't nyaka. All the MDAs, them, ministries, departments, agencies, them, they don't tribalize all, they don't put them, they brother them. When I go check, the last time I do audit, 179 MDAs, ministries, departments and agencies, out of 179, 166 was headed by Mendes. And the Truth and Reconciliation Commission make them very clear, say, we don't forget one tribe, we forget over 30% dominance in governance. But they today we see what's in the happen. Now, the first video I play for now, I reminding guy there, I say, Dr. Samura Kamara make them very clear, because someone get biscuits brain. That forget biscuits we Cash Box talk about. La play this for them. Let them remember what Dr. Samura Kamara said. They don't forget. I wanted to listen what Dr. Samura said.
Emphasis on electoral management, legal and institutional reforms, though important going forward, can never ever cure the electoral wrongs of 2023 elections. And that is why, as a People's Party, the APC will continue to demand a rerun. This recommendation by the APC for a rerun of the elections is the only way legitimacy can return to government and democracy rescued.
It is the only way legitimacy can be restored to government and democracy rescued. A rerun elections. Some people, why can they listen to some of these idiots when they come on social media? They can't talk about nonsense. Then they forget saying the basics. Some people, hey, this is what they do, so you not come by sense, you not come by book sense. This is not common sense. You not come by how much education you get, it's not common sense. With people in a village, with mama, with sister, with brother in a village, today, they no say where you go vote in an election. Therefore, can't you vote? Who that win the election? They announce and say, "Na win." We win, it go take in seat way for take. Now in an election. This not common sense. This not so fet. So not so book sense. This not so matter of elites in society. This not common sense. What make them boy and girl there? We stupid. They're stupid on social media. The APC party stands in a position from the leader. It don't talk, he come with a lengthy speech. It make them very clear. It say APC, they ask for rerun elections. Ebo, la play am back for this. They don't be fine. La play am back. Let it.
Emphasis on electoral management, legal and institutional reforms, though important going forward, can never ever cure the electoral wrongs of 2023 elections. And that is why, as a People's Party, The APC will continue to demand a rerun. This recommendation by the APC for a rerun of the elections is the only way legitimacy can return to government and democracy rescued.
It is the only way legitimacy can be restored to government and democracy be rescued. Guys, Salon people, that common sense this Dr. Samora Kamana make am very clear. They say this man go sell. Hey, but this man will go sell. Now he come back so now. It did the country when I watch you, Dr. Samora Kamana not travel. Tete they not travel. Teto Payansane all the travel now with SLPP, they camp at conference in London. Payansane of all people. Payansane, they wire. We get there, we'll party, I saw government state, they allow them for govern political parties. Them. That's not the problem. This we want to let them go. We not be there against let them go, but we want to let them go with respect. But then why I don't see this so now? We don't know say then why not to better more than we fought for them one day. Let them give them respect. Let us come out as chairman of the APC, but let do it with dignity and respect. Let them not rig the system. Let them allow free and fair play. Let people can take chance. Payansane, they travel now, they can England. They can England in this day, some people Payansane. We say eat money, saying take money, you know how money come out. If they travel now, they can England and conference them, they camp around peace conflict by for in post-war countries. Nonsense. Then God don't travel. They see our country where they kill with people by region, by tribe, then they kill them. If they can they fly the cow tell people they can overseas Payansane. Then why they are lucky, then guess where? But God don't make mad you can one can expose the all. Mad you become for two reasons. Either we cancel for can beg for forgiveness, or for like canal can finish and completely and finally. Yeah, we'll go get her. We'll go get her. But some people, Dr. Samura Kamara, simple English. Now talk we all man they understand. He said ask for a rerun elections. He do an interview back na Voice of America. When I listen to the interview back, where he do they tell them say rerun election now in the APC they ask for. When I listen to this.
What do I hear from some of your supporters that they want the election to be rerun? Is that the APC stand, the main opposition stand, and is that your stance as well? It is the APC stance because it is part of the report of the tripartite committee. It is there. Even the position paper that was prepared by the All People's Congress Party, the APC, is part of the report. So a manner that satisfies the will of the people.
Ebo. Which when I see a silence, I left the audio is silent small. The man do interview back na VOA. Una don't want to hear Minkailu Mumu Mansari take interview na VOA, BBC. Una don't want to hear Cherry Coco na BBC, Voice of America, CNN. Una want to hear it. Dr. Samra Kamara take interview na Voice of America. He make a speech back. He put her out. They say this man sell. The man will sell 30 the 90 map. So Dr. Samra Kamara is in foot out of Sierra Leone from when this election all thing done. In Oka America, in Oka England, in Oka Silver can breathe fresh air. They were all the one they will sell. You see, you then get money for buy ticket for America, England. Then they come overseas. Some man they go Spain, then they go to the European country, then they go work because now they sell. This is simple. It's like for say they put some more beyond the SLPP. They say, "Well, left line in the bowl. Now put $2 million down. Then shape by. They move on to the next step. We people continue for suffer." Salon people, this is what they happen. 30 days, Dr. Samara Kamara no is in 48. For say like come for salon like can breathe fresh air. In Oka America, in Oka England, they steady that the country. Then they don't say fly. All man does they fly because they don't buy host in America. Then they look for citizenship now back. They one can get dual citizenship. They make them know. You see where they're glad for change the Constitution Section 76, where they forgive them for say if you get dual citizenship, you contest for parliament. Everything what they do now, what's in a favor of them, not so for the people. Though. Because they don't say like we will come and say I for go sit down for go in our parliament. Even as much as we elect with people. In as much as we elect with people. They also know come on for say what to the we'll get young family so go come on we go for go take $1,000 pay. Yeah. We know the kind of standard of life we don't get there. But they so young like how we young so forth. In as much as we want for only I can go to Sierra Leone for take $1,000 pay if everything else is working. Electricity they work fine. The roads then good. You know, for buy motor car every 6 months. Then a garage every 2 months. We picking and get good school, good education. Not to private school. Oh, who side they go pay $1,000. How member of parliament we know they make more than $2,000 for months. We the done all waiting at the actual salary, they even reach 20 over $30,000, but they afford for go put them picking at them private school there. Heavy money. British International saying they pay 5,000 6,000 for term, 30,000, $20,000. So if all of those things work out, all we need is the systems, not boku money. Country like then Finland, then Scandinavian countries, then people not they make boku money, but the systems are protected. They know if they sick, they get access to hospital, they get access to the best professionals. That is all we need in Sierra Leone. So now I make Malek, we no go for left now, we young family them for left for go say they go sit down at Salon Parliament. But with the guide there with that they don't do that, they don't country that they did now, they all don't mix inside. They don't get opportunity for like for the young travel car overseas like a week. Because like a me no go salon, I go mix pan crime, corruption, and thievery because that is what's in the team. I make some money left overseas, then go Sierra Leone because of the thief. Which make you say, but like David Shenge, we get prosthetic legs, PhD in prosthetic leg for make fake foot. Before go make better money na I go do that in lab no more. But Sierra Leone, they like it today. Take go check your bank account just now. Or outside they hide the money through the people where they hide money. So there is Bobo getting $10-20 million. This is the problem we'll get. I didn't give a rough estimation no more. But because it's subject to investigation. It's subject to investigation. But then Bobo I get not less than them $4-5 million cash. But I read out Bobo we not to get positions. If he's saying get $3 million for start cable war. So tell me, the one we not get position we official. He will get $3 million. Tell me what's in the one that now we be saying that they in the affairs of state. How much they get? They don't care about we people like thievery and corruption. We have to fix we country. So this is where Dr. Samora Kamara put common sense, but people they make this thing complicated. Which way they make it complicated? I don't know. I don't know why they make it complicated. Shalom people. Now the question is we'll go for ask yourself. But again, I want to see ECOWAS in the camp. I can play for back to that reminder. What I see on the ECOWAS before I even play the video for reminder of Honorable Magassi of Gambia. We go for tell Magassi thank you. Sierra Leone and the way Gambia. If not able for see Honorable Magassi for me, I tell and thank you for me. When I give me contact, let reach out to me. I want to talk to her. I go look for established connection with her. Because it's where I see Gambia passionate about coming to Sierra Leone. You know why? Gambia no say if Sierra Leone gets any Kurubukaba, now then country they go full up with Sierra Leone and them. Then see and do the rebel war. They don't want that again. Nigeria, they far. They don't say they see Baku Nigeria, Baku Sierra Leone and Nigeria. Nigeria by themselves are over 200 million people by themselves. So when I can go inside and go mix, they don't even know. I suffer and I go suffer no more. But Gambia no say that they feel the first impact. If anything happen, displaced people and outside they go for go Gambia, Banjul. Then they no say they will carry drugs because we also get salon people in our way on this drug business. Heavy everyone, the kush. Heavy everyone. And they don't want to go mix up their country. So they make Gambia care. They make Honorable Magassi from 2020, 2021, where they be in Cherikuku them, like ECOWAS Parliament. And they tell them, say, all the reports when they give a lie. Israel can clarify a lie. Cherikuku, they are ECOWAS Parliament. They lie power with people. But what do you think about this whole thing? Then guy there, between APC and the SLPP, I think the Tawapa ECOWAS sending off for send troops to Sierra Leone. Because if anything, Nigeria for lead the troops. Nigeria for don't send their own troop, then come. No. But as he say, there is a stalemate. There is something, then they fight. Something, then they fight. For like ECOWAS, they don't come. They come, Sierra Leone, don't come, Sierra Leone, they fight are heavy. Now make us say, Gambia stand out. Gambia say, you know what, we they send we own troops, then go. United Nations don't do the funding, the money there and everything. We they begin send, we prepare with troops there for send and go. Because Gambia want for fix the problem at Sierra Leone. Honorable Magassi know what's in the happen, and he knows if Sierra Leone turn upside down, that Gambia get for feel the pain. Already, that three countries they first feel the impact. If anything happen at Sierra Leone, now Guinea, Liberia, and Gambia. And Gambia are small. Gambia wanna know say only granates they get. So they know how wanna go put pressure on the economy. They make Gambia and they stand up so. Then say they go send the troops then come for they can make sure say nothing happen at Sierra Leone. They then restore democracy. But the people and they fed them. SLPP they fed Malabio and they fed. When I read about that useless way call himself commander waiting, we can put a video they talk for say how they go against the chairman of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Usman. You know, when I hear a video, we deal with the president. So if we'll chase you to your doorstep. But also, they got effectful Ecomisil law come the force will not put together for come and help with the restoration of democracy. But I want to play for Honorable Magassi back. I want to remind you now, Honorable Magassi. Leona Yeria. So listen to Honorable Magasi.
See from Gambia. Is instability, which was quickly questioned by Honorable Magasi from Gambia. But every other areas were left except for two. The first was on peace and stability, which was quickly questioned by Honorable Magasi from Gambia. I am just surprised about the political situation in Sierra Leone. In all the delegates of Sierra Leone who agreed to this statement, we were not really surprised to me. And with your permission, the statement is Sierra Leone has continued to enjoy peace and political stability. And we could all remember what happened in Sierra Leone in the 19th of April at the chamber, at the chambers. So I think such information at this regional parliament is not helping us to progress. So I would like Sierra Leone to give the real picture of the political situation in their country. However, the delegation from Sierra Leone.
You know, see? Honorable Magasi say the Sierra Leone delegation for getting the real reality, the reality of what is happening in the country. You know, listen to what the delegation from Sierra Leone say that I'm meeting. This will be 2021. You know, listen.
Was swift to make necessary clarifications on the issue in the well. Honorable General Majuba, who is the head of delegation for Sierra Leone, says there are many issues the opposition is questioning, but that doesn't mean there is no peace and stability in Sierra Leone.
Now, Cherikoko, now they go challenge something in the back. They go challenge ECOWAS, where ECOWAS they say, bo, peace and stability. No, they. He say, hey, bo, there is a lot of issues them, but it don't mean so we don't get peace and stability. Ebo country where that thing they don't kill the prisoner in a Paremba Road, they don't kill Namakini, Tombo killings, then they arrest opposition, then they chase opposition people outside of the country. That peace and stability, then they. That country then we get peace. Cherry Coco say just because we get problem, don't mean say we not get peace. We not get peace and stability. Now Hamaram, we begin for come back out, he can put out a statement now. They say don't call it, tell them say, there's a lot of political, exilees, people in the own open down the country and this and that and all that nonsense. But wait till make I play this for now. I want to understand who side this thing don't come or don't take from 2020 with Honorable Magasi and the other members of parliament like Liberia, when they fought for Salon people them. Say we don't reach to this point. When I listen to some of the members of parliament, because they can play. Usai the Gambian troops then they prepare for Kamna Sierra Leone. But when I listen to this now the other members of parliament them. Recently, where Abdul Kabu go so na parliament. Where BC Abdul Kabu go sit on they go fight for Guinea Bissau instead of they go fight against Guinea Bissau instead of a challenge. In your country, you start an untifu election where the leader of the party don't ask for a rerun elections. Abdul Kabu left all that one day. He left all that one day. Then go write beautiful reports. When I listen to other members of parliament, them, when they talk about Saloni reports where Abukago be there. I can't play for now. The tell where the ECOWAS will be send delegation of Sierra Leone already. The members of APC, they don't go see the guidance safe. But when I listen to these 2-3 members them of the ECOWAS parliament, them, where they question Saloni reports. When I listen to this.
First, let me start with the report my debate as the presenter. First, let me start with the report my debate as the presenters with Sierra Leone. I want to thank Sierra Leone. It's true Sierra Leone is one of 4 other countries, followed by Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Togo, and Ghana, that are current with the community levy. And I think for this we must all applaud Sierra Leone. Having said that, I think Sierra Leone gave a very colorful picture of the political situation in Sierra Leone, with all the praises to the president, which is not the case. Like Liberia, after the election in Sierra Leone, the former president was also deprived of using the presidential lounge. And that probably escalated that till today. The former president of Sierra Leone is stationed here in Nigeria in exile. Sierra Leone did not mention that, and I think it's this service to this August body that they will leave such a very important situation out. The poor president was charged for treason. There are political prisoners in Sierra Leone. They had a peace pact that was signed. The government agreed to free the political prisoners. They have not done that yet. The government agreed to pay the backlog of those MPs from the opposition side that was affected. They have not done that yet. And there's still a lot of political tension in Sierra Leone. So I think Sierra Leone should be honest with this parliament to give us a clear political picture of the situation in Sierra Leone to enable us, help them solve the problem. But to come here and give us a rosy picture as though Sierra Leone is paradise, I think it was disservice to this parliament. So Sierra Leone, it would be good if you can modify a report and give us a true picture of the political situation in Sierra Leone.
I now recognize Honorable Dawda Basiru.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. For Sierra Leone, yes, I join those who congratulate you or commend you on the issue of prohibition of child marriage. I think this is a landmark development in our region. So congratulations on that. But looking at your convergence, and you said that out of the primary convergence criteria, you are not meeting any one of them. Is there any timeline to align with the convergence? Because we're talking about single currency, this is really a major issue. So if everybody's behind and not addressing the issue, then when are we really going to see the echo come to fruition? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Basiru Dawda, for this brilliant intervention.
I now recognize Right Honorable Emmanuel Bedra.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for recognizing me after so many minutes and hours. Mr. Speaker, the reason why we have country report is for all of us to know what is happening in our respective countries. And so we are here to dissect and also have knowledge in every country that is represented in this local or community assembly. On that note, I want to commend highly the Guinea-Bissau delegates for being candid with this community parliament. In fact, if we were to be other parliament or other countries, they will come with reports, being afraid of the fact that when they get back to Guinea, they will be locked up because they came here to sing the praises of whoever is in authority. But Guinea-Bissau delegates have shown courage and bravery by telling us what exactly is happening in the country. But Sierra Leone, Mr. Speaker, the picture painted to us is so rosy that I believe that when I pick a flight to Sierra Leone will be a safe haven for us. But our report, country report, should be candid enough to tell us what exactly is happening in Sierra Leone. There are few gaps that were left. And so I want to ask my honorable colleagues, especially the head of delegation, tell us if they have any problem in Sierra Leone at all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Guys, una de yeri. This na other members them of other countries than ECOWAS parliament. This na the time where Abdulka go back, we go there. Instead of you go talk about the issues, then we didn't get ask questions for. He said I get it Bissau. He said how the plenary, you know, they get chance for talk about your country. But Honorable Mabinti Fona, now this same session, Honorable Mabinti Fona, all year, yeah. Although from that end back, Mabinti Fona don't go silent. He said I don't do one time, I do. Yeah, I can save. But I will continue this whole get. Una see? So what we got to play all this for now? This not common sense. Why ECOWAS and troops they must reach na Sierra Leone? Then they fight for delay the process, but it go happen. But some people we always don't tell on back say me like a one. We don't tell on for say we're not glad for let we get ECOWAS troops then for cancer na Sierra Leone. It goes back to within cash works on the tell over the years confidence. right? It get for affect confidence because they don't now say, okay, hey, in as much as it's a good thing for all get troops, so we can for protect the salon people them, but now investors they worry because they say anything can happen anytime. So this is the problem. So we know say the other side back, we see how they treat with sisters and back in 2000. They come or guide them with them, they give with sister them belay born picking them. So there's a lot of bastards. They even call bastard child them across the country. They like it, they don't have papa them. So there's a lot of those. We get in a society. We some don't can become thorn in flesh, some don't become productive, God knows. But 24 years later, we know say they don't become man them. So a lot of them don't go into drugs and all that stuff. Then some of we sister them, they have take them out of the country. Then they can go Gambia, Nigeria, then go use them as slaves, sacrifice some, kill some. So we know one done in our country. But right now we all know say they like it the opposition way for faithful way for Timap for restore democracy. They don't sell. So some people like they play this for don't understand us how we do. We're not to give up on electoral justice. We're not to give up on asking for elections. The results, there is nowhere in the world where don't get elections where be say they're not able to produce the results of that election. Not to Salongo begin and we not agree. This one next one, we not agree, we not accept her. If they were asking the acceptor, apart from Dr. Samuel Kamara, we don't put in foot down. So according this day, that the EJP kind inside. Equal Justice Party. Don't put MP. Don't put MP. You don't get sense. Yes, I don't get sense. So some people that play this audio from Gambia TV when they report. The Gambia TV reports for say Gambian troops they already. What's make a player for now? Leona Yeri. Who side will they go? But before I play up, and also now Yeri, when I don't Yeri, I do all over social media. I just say collect the dot for now. Before I play am, una listen to where the member of ECOWAS Parliament from Liberia talk say them can Sierra Leone for can investigate wetin dey happen. He said they treat them with indifference. Una listen to this member of Parliament. I want to see how we build up to reach so with ECOWAS and Gambia and Tawa say they send troops can Sierra Leone. Una listen to this video.
Let me use the opportunity to thank the Sierra Leone delegation, the Liberian delegation, for expanding the report. When I'm speaking on issues affecting Sierra Leone, I do it with emotion because Sierra Leone and Liberia has too much in common. There's too much of similarity, traditional, culture, tribal language, from Shepherd Island to Providence Island, when the people settle it down. So we got too much. At one point in time, joking to a Sierra Leone delegation that we need to combine Liberia and Sierra Leone, call it Sierra Leone, so we become one country. But I was in Sierra Leone as a member of a specialized committee headed by the fourth deputy speaker. I see from my security lenses too much of disconnect, indifference, insensitivity. Too much of disconnect in Sierra Leone. People who should work together are not working together. I was privileged to go to the early warning center. Perfect enrichment. What transpired in Sierra Leone in August was foreseeable. They were all indicators. Those raw data were analyzed, make intelligence. Those intelligence needed to drive the prevention. That didn't happen. Let me take it to Liberia. We have a bigger problem in Sierra Leone. There was a rally in Liberia that would turn Liberia down. But that didn't happen because some last minute strategic intervention. When I see red crosses happen in Sierra Leone, it happened in Liberia. Liberia and Sierra Leone, one people. During the war years in Liberia, I lived in Sierra Leone. 154 Sakura Road. I lived in Mamiyoko as well. I took refuge there. So I got Sierra Leone to my heart. When that happened in Liberia, there was intervention. That parted it. When that happened in Sierra Leone, there was no intervention. I went to the early warning center along with the fourth deputy speaker. We had an arrangement to meet with the speaker of the Sierra Leone parliament. We set the stage and everything. We drove there. Madam fourth deputy speaker, we all drove there. We met no member of parliament. Not even those who were from the ECOWAS parliament. We were treated with indifference. Abbas Bono, who one time served as Secretary General of this parliament, we were talking, even if you were busy, you were one member of parliament who can meet all the deputy clerk. So those are little things that matters in the region. And I'm not saying it out of envy or I'm not saying it out of being critical. Because what the first Sierra Leone, the same people, one destiny. So I just thought to make that observation. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, while we await questions for the Liberia delegation.
Hello people. When I see how they build up to where we reach the like today, Then guy really fought against ECOWAS deploying the troops them. They really fought them this BNTM. Because the ECOWAS we don't get into the date September 15th to the 30th. We all know that handy. But they fought the deployment of the troops. But Gambia don't tower. Gambia sitting they sending troops them. Because you know so all countries for supposed for send a segment of their own. But it look like say they're able Nigeria, it look like say they're able Liberia, it look like say they're able Ghana, but Sierra Leone and Gambia. Gambia say we send with troops them for come and come must supervise. When I listen to waiting the Gambia News TV don't put out about Gambia and come one. When I listen.
Thanks for joining us, and now the news in detail. The Gambia Armed Forces are gearing up for historic. Many thanks for joining us, and now the news in detail. The Gambia Armed Forces are gearing up for historic deployment to Sierra Leone as part of an ECOWAS stabilization mission. For the first time, Gambian troops will be sent alongside critical military enablers and hardware. The Gambia Armed Forces Director of Press and Public Relations, Colonel Lamin K. Sanyang, gave further details during an interview with Muriel Baji at the Defense Headquarters in Banjul. More in this report.
With approval from the National Assembly, the Gambia Armed Forces are finalizing plans for the deployment to Sierra Leone. This mission, under the ECOWAS Stabilization Initiative, marks the first time Gambian troops will be dispatched with specialized equipment and enablers. Colonel Lamin K. Sanyang, Gambia Armed Forces Director of Press and Public Relations, shares insight on the readiness and preparation of the contingent for the mission.
As we speak, we are in the fourth generation phase, which means that we are trying to gather all the necessary personnel together with their complementary equipment in terms of vehicles, their feeding, and all the other essentials that they would need for such a deployment. Once that is done, the next phase is also like we'll have the ministers of defense and also finance that will meet at ECOWAS level in Abuja to discuss the financing and the funding for this deployment in Sierra Leone. For the fourth generation,
the deployment includes specially trained Quick Reaction Force QRF, which will form the core of the Gambian contingent. Colonel Sanyang outlined the specialized role that will be taken on by personnel in the mission to Sierra Leone.
A number of 136 personnel comprising of 100 troops plus 35 personnel from the Gambia Armed Forces Communications Unit, plus one officer from the Intelligence Corps will be making up this contingent that will be deploying in Sierra Leone very shortly.
Highlighting the Gambia Armed Forces' long-standing peacekeeping tradition dating back to the 1980s, Colonel Sanyang explained how the contingent will contribute to the stabilization efforts in Freetown.
Mostly it's in force protection, force headquarters protection. That is, we are usually in charge of protecting the force commander and the special representative of the ECOWAS or the African Union or the United Nations mission in all these deployments. Also in Darfur, we've also been in charge of the communications infrastructure of that mission. And later on, even the flight scheduling for aviation was also handled by our personnel. And this goes to show the trust and confidence that the international community, both at the level of the United Nations, the African Union, and even at ECOWAS, that they have in our personnel's professionalism and skills to be able to man these positions. So coming to Sierra Leone, some of the positions so far which we have been assigned to take up is the responsibility for the communications infrastructure of the ECOWAS mission. Our personnel from the Gambia Armed Forces Communications unit will be tasked with manning this communications infrastructure of the whole mission.
This upcoming deployment is poised to enhance the Gambia's international peacekeeping profile as it combines both seasoned troops and advanced military hardwares. For Star TV, this is Model Baji.
All right, guys. Some people this audio long enough. Wanna see? Gambia, they send their own force set of troops them for camp. But of course, then they go through all the necessaries, the funding, because that money they get for can, get for the pay them salary and all that stuff. Then they. So this is what thing happen. So I don't understand what make people then day na social media deep and no more. Sambura sell, Sambura sell, Sambura sell. The man would say sell like this one of the country. The man don't tell we say I don't call for rerun elections. We wait for ECOWAS they act on them. Instead of the members of parliament, they walk away from parliament. Instead of Mayor Akisoya, walk away from Freetown City Council. They then go join Dr. Samuel Kamara for get these rerun elections. They say no. But we don't deal with the wait. We did at the sideline. No, so we patient with the wait. Because we know say the time they reach. The time they reach. And champion, stand up punkaso. We're not full again. Ah, it's a lot of people. They left on here. Bye bye.